What is going on, everybody? Today I'm going to test out a new product that I've heard some pretty good things about. If you're new to the channel, this is my E36 drift car. It's recently developed a little bit of a lifter tick, I believe is what it is. So I was talking to a few people and this is the stuff that they recommended. Now this is the Lucas Oil synthetic oil stabilizer. New car formula, works for imports and stuff like that. It's a little more expensive than just the regular one they have. This is the synthetic, but it supposedly quiets down a bunch of motor noises and makes your engine last longer. Theoretically. Like I said, this is my Drift E36 and I've been drifting on this motor for about a whole year now. Kind of beating on it, stuff like that. It has 138,000 miles on it. Just got done with the last event and it started ticking on me actually. You can tell the tire's a little muddy, still fresh from the track, and I need to change the oil. I'm going to be running this Rotella T6, the 540 stuff. I ran 1540 last time, something that's pretty thick for the drift car setup so the oil will not thin out and just keep everything lubricated as it needs to. I don't know why it started ticking. I think it's just old. Worn out, has 138,000 pretty hard miles on it, and I've been beating on it and driving on it, and it had oil at the time, still does. So I'm gonna go ahead, fire it up, give you guys a sound clip, drain it, and then let's try this the stabilizer. I'm holding the mic to my face right now. I'm not exactly sure if you can hear that or not, but it's definitely got a little tick somewhere in there. It does have a muffler delete on the car, so it's a little bit loud, and the power steering pump leaks a little bit, so that's why it's kind of whining a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and stick the mic up to the motor and see if you guys can hear it. Tick is not terrible by no means. It was definitely a lot louder last event when I was beating on it all day, and then it started to idle. You could definitely hear it. I just started up for the first time in a couple weeks, so it is definitely a cold start. So now I'm going to crack the drain bolt loose, get it draining, so we can put the new oil plus the Lucas Oil stabilizer in it. I'll go ahead and show you guys how to do that whenever we get it drained out. Alrighty, so just replace the filter. It's currently draining still. I'm going to go ahead and put the drain plug back in, then we can get on filling it. So on this good stuff here, the instructions on the back do say 1 quart of this stuff to 4 quarts motor oil with every oil change. This is synthetic, it's a little bit lighter than the original, whatever it is. So it says 20%. Alright, this motor holds 6.9 quarts of oil. 6.9 times 0.2 is 1.38 quarts. 1.38 quarts is 20% of 6.9. So I will go ahead and put 1.38 quarts, roughly. I mean, I don't know if there's a measuring thing on here. No, there's not. 1.38, I mean, so it'd be one of these and a little less than half of this one into the car, and then fill the rest up with the regular motor oil, which would be 6.9 minus, what's that, 1.38, is that what I said? Like 5.5. 5.5 quarts of regular motor oil. Oh, that is some thick stuff. Went ahead and filled it up. Little trick that I figured out whenever there's no measuring, no measure on the side of these bottles, you can go ahead and put a little light in the top. See if I can kind of get a shot of it for you. See the line right about there? That is the fluid. So you can kind of see how much you've poured out and how much you have left. And that's a little less than half. A half would be about right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and run with that. Let's go ahead and fire it up and see if it fixed it. Just fired it up, and I'm gonna go ahead and flip the mic around so you can hear it. It's definitely, I don't know, it's hard to say right now. I almost want to say it's quieted it down a little bit, and then I kind of want to say it hasn't really done a whole lot. Granted, it's only been running for about 15 seconds at this point, but now I think I'm going to go ahead and top off the power steering fluid so we can kind of quiet that pump down just a little bit. I'm going to take her on the block, get it up to temperature, bring it back, and we can give it another listen. It's dark right now, so you won't be able to see a whole lot outside. But I'm really hoping this works because I kind of want to prolong the life of this motor. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do a motor swap, either LS or another M52 with the turbo or something like that. I don't know yet. So I just drove a couple miles up to this gas station. I'm going to go ahead and fill up for the weekend because I have another drift event here in a couple days. I do believe it's actually quieted it down. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe it needed to circulate and stuff like that. But I'll go ahead and give you guys another sound clip here in a little bit when I get back home and see if you can tell the difference. I forgot these tires are actually, they're actually bald. They're completely gone. They're delaminated and stuff like that. So it's a little sketchy driving up here. Well, I just started back up here at the gas station. Now it is ticking again, it sounds like. So I don't know what the deal is. We're back home in the garage and it does not sound like it's ticking. Yeah, I think it's still, let me turn off this fan. I think it still is ticking. Just a little bit. I think it's quieted it down at sometimes. Whenever I started it back up at the gas station, it was quite loud like it was. I do think it's quieted it down a little bit, but like I said, when I started up at the gas station and was at idle, it was actually ticking quite loud. So I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it just needs some time to circulate, kind of stay up there in the lifters and the heads and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and run it this weekend at the drift event and see how it holds up and see if it quiets it down overall. But I'm gonna let you guys draw your own conclusion from this video. I'm just here to kind of give you guys a little insight on my circumstance. Yours might be a little bit different. Overall, I guess I'd recommend it. Like, it wouldn't hurt, I guess, necessarily, like especially for a motor that's kind of high mileage. Kind of going bad, kind of getting some wear and tear on it. Might as well give it a try. That's gonna do it for this video. If you want to go ahead and comment down below here if this video has been up for a little while, and go ahead and ask me how is it. I'll go and respond to you guys at the current condition of the motor. It might be out of the car, it might be blown up, it might still be running, who knows. So if you enjoyed it or if it helped you out, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.